What's going on, everybody? My name is Nathan with NextMed Marketing, and just like you, I've been spending tons of time researching what goes into actually building a successful peptide business in 2026. I've personally spoken to over 110 peptide businesses, ranging from brand new businesses that are starting just a week ago to multi-million-dollar practices that have tons of locations and want to introduce peptides into their business. And the main thing that I'm seeing that is separating people that cannot even get their first sale to businesses that are doing $1 million a month are three main characteristics. In this video, I'll be breaking down those three main characteristics and everything else you need to know to start successfully building your own peptide business and generating 6 figures a month. And if you want help with marketing, please go to nextmed.us/book and schedule a discovery call with our team. We would love to help you out. But with that being said, let's get right into the video. The first rule that I'm seeing, and I know I'm gonna step on a lot of toes with this one, is ditch the generic AI Claude built website. I mean, it's terrible, guys. To put this into reference, out of the 110 businesses that I've spoken to, probably 85 of them have a Claude built website. It's to a point where I can just immediately look at your site and go, that's built with Claude. It's just that fast. They all look exactly the same. The consumer knows, I know, you should know too. And a lot of business owners will hop on a call with me and say, yeah, I built this custom site. Like, you're lying to me. I know you're lying to me because the last guy just said the same thing. I can see when the site is built with Claude, they all look exactly the same. And that's a big reason to why your business isn't going to grow. Your competitor's site looks exactly the same, and their competitor's site looks the same, and everyone's site looks exactly the same. If you want to stand out, you need to do something different. And that starts with your highest intent channel, your website. Most of these AI websites have nothing that says, hey, choose us. They have the worst headlines ever. Things like improve your health with one simple vial. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what that doesn't resonate with anybody. You need to actually have your own branding and your own tone and your own personality to these sites. It really goes a long way. An example I always use as someone who lives in Orlando is close your eyes and think about Disney versus Universal. When you think of Disney, you almost think of family friendly, more fun, easygoing. Universal's crazier, like younger crowds, better artist in my opinion. But at the end of the day, they're both theme parks. It's the small little elements in branding that really separate the business. AI is just going to say, yeah, you need to add a roller coaster. Yeah, well, duh, but it's beyond that. There's more than that to the big picture that a lot of people are totally overlooking, and it's going to hold you down until you see and realize that and make those adjustments. We don't even sell websites either, so this isn't even us trying to sell you on a website. They just are that bad, and a lot of people just don't understand that. They really are that bad. The second rule, and something that a lot of people don't understand, is distribution is your biggest challenge. This is something that should reframe how you think. LinkedIn just did a study in 2026 where they asked Fortune 500 companies, now with the release of AI and these models that are so good, what is the biggest challenge that you're having right now? And 88% of businesses said distribution is the challenge, no longer development or creation. That should be huge for you. Building your website, finding the supplier, setting up a simple automation, that is the easiest part of building your peptide business. The next actual hard part, the real challenge, comes in getting those consumers to purchase from you and actually make the decision to choose you for their health. Just think about this for a second. What are you selling right now? GHKCU, BPC 157, Samoralin, etc. What is your competitor selling? The exact same thing. You need to spend money into distribution, branding, marketing, automations, follow-ups, a sales team, things that are truly going to separate you from everybody else. If you're just going to build a website and expect to make $100,000 a month, you're on a different planet. You know, that time has passed. And you need to know that distribution and getting the peptides into people's hands, there are costs that come with that, of course. But the only way you'll get that cost is if you actually are able to invest the money and see the consumers start to come in. This is usually how I'll frame it. If you have $10,000 to start your peptide business, $2,000 should go into finding the supplier, maybe getting a CRM, building a simple automation system. I do think you should spend a lot of money on the website if you can. And then the next $8,000 should go into marketing because that's really all that matters. The third big thing is the clock is ticking. Like they say, the roosters always come home. The government is going to come for this sooner than later. It's only a matter of time. And if you're not a physician or a prescriber, you don't have to freak out yet, but you definitely need a plan. The FDA has already moved on 14 peptides, and it's only a matter of time before they start closing on other peptides or outright just banning them. So you need to have a plan into actually making money while it's still available. the clock is only shrinking. The time is only shrinking. It's not getting any bigger for non-physicians. So you have to move essentially. A great example of this is I had a client come to us in October of 2025 saying, "Hey, I want to do peptide marketing." And I said, great idea. When would you like to get started? They were a little bit hesitant. They're hesitant for about 8 months, and they finally signed in May of 2026. I just had to have a sit down with him and say, "Buddy, you missed the prime days. You missed January through April. You could do a simple SEO strategy and make $80,000 a month. That is long gone." I mean, just in the last 2 weeks, I've done calls with 56 peptide companies. It's crazy. The competition is totally off the charts. Those days are gone. But the people who do move fast, for example, we have 7 businesses that are doing 6 figures a month and 2 that are doing 7 figures a month simply because they started in January and February. Like, it's that there's nothing really much more to it. They were just earlier than everybody else. Now, I'm not saying that your time is gone, but it is a lot more challenging. But essentially what I'm trying to say is the time it's shrinking. You need to jump on something soon if you're looking to start a business. Sooner than later, it'll all get shut down. So your main priority should be selling as many as possible. And this is where distribution comes in again, but also just being on time. You want to make a decision fast, make things, quit waiting, and just jump on something if this is something you truly want to do, because time is not on your side. So let's go over the 3 main things. Number 1, be ready to invest. This is not a launch a site and watch the millions just start rolling in. Those days are gone. It takes some serious time and capital to actually get the ball rolling. Number 2, distribution is your single biggest challenge. Not your product, not your tech stack, not your supplier. It's the marketing that you're doing to get people in the door. That is the most important strategy that you can possibly have right now. Essentially, nothing else matters except for your distribution. Number 3, time is not on your side for most people. The market is getting more crowded and the regulatory environment is getting more strict. You need to have a game plan and you need to move fast if this is something that you actually want to make money doing. If you don't want to make money doing this, or you plan on waiting 3, 6, 8 months, you're going to be in a hiccup. You're going to be in a hard spot just because there's a lot of businesses that are just eating the food off your plate right now. If you found this video helpful, please go to nextmed.us/book and schedule a discovery call with our team if you need help with your distribution and any other strategies for actually growing your peptide business into the 6-figure business that you want it to be.